Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Dishu and you're watching Data Science with Dishu. So in the last session we have started with Python for data science, where we have seen the fundamentals of Python, that what is Python and what is the IDE, that means integrated development environment, that we use to code and get the output in whatever language we want. Now in today's video we are going to start Python data structure, where we'll be looking at what are the different data types that we use in Python. Now along with the theory, we'll also start coding parallelly so that we will understand it more clearly. Now before starting the session, 2-3 days before मैंने एक old race की थी where I've asked that what is the language that you guys prefer for the sessions, जहाँ मैंने total 3 options दिए थे. First one was English, second one was Hindi, and the third one was Hindi plus English, that means English. So most of you guys prefer the third option. That means around 75% vote was going towards the third option, that means Hindi plus English. So what I'll be doing that in between मैं हिंदी मिक्स करता रहूँगा ताकि आपको समझने में कोई परेशानी नहीं हो. Make sure you like and share the video so that it can reach to the people who actually wants to learn data science. With that, let's get started with the video and let's start learning Python. Cool, so let's get started with Python. So as discussed that we'll be starting with data structure in Python. Now before learning data structure in Python, first of all हमें ये जानना important है कि data structure है क्या and why this is necessary in any language. Just for here we are learning data structure in Python. But you have to keep in mind that whatever language you are learning, data structure will be always there and ये आपको सीखना ही पड़ेगा. डेटा स्ट्रक्चर को आपको सिंपल भाषा में समझाना चाहूँगा. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई विल बी टेकिंग एन एग्जांपल. जैसे आप बचपन में वर्ड्स लिखना सीखे हो, सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल बिफोर लर्निंग दोज वर्ड्स व्हाट यू हैव लर्न, जैसे आप बचपन में पहले ए सीखते हो, फिर बी, सी, डी, लाइक दैट ऑल द लेटर्स यू हैव लर्न. ओके, देन कंबाइनिंग दोज लेटर्स व्हाट यू कैन डू, यू कैन क्रिएट वर्ड्स. Like let's say for example you are creating a word Python, so it has some combination of letters P, Y, T, H, O, N. So without learning the letters you cannot form the words. You can't write any sentence, you can't speak. All of these things happen if you don't know the words and the basic things. Similarly, if I take the example of numbers, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, if you haven't learned those numbers, then आपको काउंटिंग आएगा ही नहीं. then you cannot count the money, you cannot measure anything. So what I wanted to point out कि आपको ये basic things like numbers, words ये सीखना ज़रूरी है so that you can do calculations, you can make sentences, you can write emails, you can write letters. All of these things you can do. In the same way, if you want to learn Python, data structure is very important. बिकॉज आप जो भी कोड लिखोगे पाइथन में, देर माइट बी यूज केसेस ऑफ नंबर्स, देन लेटर्स. सो इफ़ यू डोंट डिफाइन दोज डेटा टाइप्स इन पाइथन, हाउ कैन यू यूज दोज नंबर्स एंड लेटर्स? सो दैट इज़ वाई वी नीड टू लर्न डेटा स्ट्रक्चर इन पाइथन. जहाँ पे हमने पाइथन में डेटा टाइप्स में टोटल 5 ब्रॉड क्लासिफिकेशन किया है. द फर्स्ट वन इज़ न्यूमेरिक, द सेकेंड वन इज़ डिक्शनरी, देन Boolean, then the fourth one is set, and the fifth one is sequence types. Now for each of these data types we'll be going in deep and understanding what are those data types, and we'll be also looking the examples. But here we are just showing the broad classification of it. The first one was the numeric, in which there are another 3 parts: integer, complex number and float. सो आप लोगों में से बहुत लोग पहले से जानते होंगे व्हाट इज़ इंटीजर, व्हाट इज़ कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर, व्हाट इज़ फ्लोट. बट फॉर द बिगनर्स हु डोंट नो, विल बी इंक्लूडिंग ऑल ऑफ दिस थिंग्स एंड विल बी एक्सप्लेनिंग ऑल ऑफ दिस थिंग्स वन बाय वन. देन यहाँ पे लास्ट वन आ जाता है अपना सीक्वेंस टाइप, वेयर वी आर हैविंग अनदर 3 क्लासिफिकेशन, दैट इज स्ट्रिंग, लिस्ट एंड टपल्स. नाउ दिस माइट बी द न्यू थिंग्स फॉर द लर्नर्स जो कि अभी भी पाइथन स्टार्ट किए हैं सीखना. सो हम लोग इन तीनों डेटा टाइप्स को बहुत ही डीप में देखेंगे और क्लियरली समझेंगे. नाउ द फर्स्ट डेटा टाइप वी आर हैविंग इज न्यूमेरिक. सो एज द नेम सजेस्ट, इट सजेस्ट दैट इट शुड बी नंबर्स. लाइक नंबर्स में क्या हो सकते हैं? anything. Like we have total 3 categorization of numeric data types. One is integer. So integer क्या होता है? Any counting numbers, like it can be negative also, it can be 0, it can be positive, anything that is a counting number, and that is not in like decimal forms and fraction forms. Like 5 by 3 is not an integer because it is in fraction form. Then we are having floats. So what is float? Like whatever the numbers you have discussed in integer, that are only counting numbers, you are not considering the decimal values and fraction values. So those numbers can be considered in floats, where we can have like any decimal value, like let's say 1.4 minus 1.4 or 0.5 or let's say 7.5. all of these numbers are having decimals. So ये जो भी सारे numbers है जो भी decimal में use हो रहे हैं, we can take that in float. and जो भी सारे numbers है that is having counting numbers and they are not in point form or decimal form, or they are not even having a fraction form, then they are called integers. Now in between integer and float there comes a complex number. So complex number, if you know, it is a form of a plus bi, where a and bi are any constant. Let's say for example 4 plus 3i. This is one of the complex number we represent. So just for the classification I have mentioned that complex number, but हम जो भी Python यहाँ पे देखेंगे for data science, that will be not actually used, but जहाँ भी अगर use आएगा then I will definitely explain that. So let's move to a second data type, that is called Boolean. So Boolean is a data type where we can represent the bool data values. And what are those bool data values? It can be either 0 or 1. And 0 is also called false and 1 is also called true. So if you know that whatever the language you have written, like in Python or any language, whatever you code, that is not completely going to be understood by the computer directly. So all of those codes are getting converted into 0 and 1 forms, and all those inputs are going into computer, and that is how computer understand your codes and then gives the output according to that logic. So remember, Boolean value is only two values, either 0 or 1. 0 is also called false and 1 is also called true. Now that you know what is integer, what is complex number, what is float in numeric data type, and also the Boolean, now we can use those data types to perform some operations. So let's directly jump into Google Colab notebook and we'll be looking at how we can do different operations using that data types. So this is the Colab notebook which I have opened, and we are going to look at some basic arithmetic operations. So before running the code cells, you just need to connect. After that you need to open any code cells. Let's say using that code cell, you can like just click on that and there will be a code cell open. So I have already written some of the operation codes here, so I'll be just running all of these codes again and I'll be explaining all of these things one by one. So the main motive here not to like teach you how we can add and multiply, because you already know those things, adding, multiplication, division, but yeah, how we can do those things in Python, that you need to understand. What is the syntax of doing those things in Python? So as I said that Python बहुत ही आसान लैंग्वेज, आप सिंपली पढ़ के समझ सकते हो that how the code is working. So you can see that 2 plus 3 is simplified. So Python में आपको just ऐसा ही लिखना 2 plus 3. You are not going to define the data type of these numbers, because Python जो है आपको ऑटोमेटिकली आइडेंटिफाई कर लेगा दैट दिस आर दी नंबर डेटा टाइप्स, और ये आपको प्लस ऐड मतलब ऐड करने को बोल रहा है. सो इट विल जस्ट गिव द रिजल्ट बाय एडिंग दोज टू नंबर्स. सो लेट्स से आई एम राइटिंग 2 plus 3, और आपको रन करने के लिए सिंपली इस पे रन पे क्लिक कर देना है, या फिर आप सिंपली शॉर्टकट यूज़ कर सकते हो शिफ्ट प्लस रिटर्न. सो सी इट इज़ रिटर्निंग 5. Then let's say I want to multiply 2 and 3. So for multiplying you can use the sign called star. So 2 star 3 means you are just multiplying them. So 2 into 3, it will be 6. Again, the division is like simple. You have to just put a backward slash, like 3 divided by 2, it will be giving 1.5. Again, let's say 7 divided by 2, it will be 3.5. Now in division there is a special division that is coming called floor division. So floor division में क्या होता है, instead of having a single backward slash, we use double backward slash. So first of all you need to understand कि floor division करता क्या है. So let's say I'll be taking a simple example with positive number. Let's say 10 floor division 3. So अगर आप simply 10 को 3 से divide करोगे, so what will be the number that you will be getting? 3 3 is a 9 and then 1 decimal, then again 3 3 is a 9, so it will be coming like 3.333 and it will be recurring. But if you use floor division instead of simple division, let's say I will show you first of all the simple division 10 divided by 3. What will be the result? It will be like 3.333 and it is just rounding of the numbers, but it will be recurring 3333 infinitely. Now see, if I just use double slash instead of single backward slash, let's see what will be the result we will be getting. We are getting 3 instead of 3.3333. So what the floor division does, whatever the result you are getting after the simple division like 3.333, it returns the lowest integer out of this number. So if you are having a number 3.333, there should be two integers that is coming nearer to 3.333. One is 3 and another is 4. So 3.333 is in between 3 and 4. But the nearest integer will be what? 3. That is why it is returning the 3. You can say nearest or lowest integer. Similarly, if I just divide negative number with 2 as a floor division, what will be the result we are getting? -6. And if I just show you the simple division of -11 divided by 2, what will be the result? It will be -5.5. So since you are getting -5.5 if you are doing a simple division, and since by doing floor division you get the lowest integer, so what are the integers that are around -5.5? It is -5 and -6 na? So which is lowest? Like -5 is not lowest, -6 will be lowest na? That is why -6 we are getting. Next we are going to look at modulus. So what is modulus? It is just the remainder that we are getting after dividing 9 with 2. So if you divide 9 with 2, what will be the remainder you get? 1. So that is why 1 you are getting. Then if you divide 12 divided by 2, so it will be completely divisible na? So that is why there will be no any remaining that you will be getting. That is why it is having 0. Again if you divide 12 by 5, so what will be the remaining? 5 to the 10, so 2 will be the remaining. That is why you are getting 2. Again if you divide -14 by 4, 4 3 is a 12, and you are getting actually 2 as a remainder. So whenever you are using that percentage sign, that is called modulus sign, and it will return the remainder of whatever the number you are dividing. Then we will be looking at exponential. So what is exponential actually? So if you say that 2 to the power 3, that is actually represented with 2 double star 3. So whenever you are looking at double star, it is not a multiplication, but it is exponential of 2. So 2 double star 3 means 2 of exponential 3, that means 2 to the power 3. So what will be the result of 2 to the power 3? It will be 8. Similarly 4 का square, 4 का square क्या होगा? 16. That is why we are getting 16 here. So you can see how easily you are able to do some operation with those data types in Python. It is just about the simple notation that you need to remember, otherwise you know the logics. Next we are going to look at scientific notation. So sometimes what happens that there are some numbers that are very large. Let's say there is a number that is 40 lakh. So you are not going to represent that number using those number of zeros, because it will be very difficult कि आप नंबर को देखो एंड यू कैन काउंट दोज ज़ीरोज़. सो अभी तो यहाँ पे 6 ज़ीरोज़ है दैट यू कैन ईजिली काउंट, but let's say there is some zeros that are coming like hundreds of zeros or 50 zeros, so आप confused हो जाओगे कितने zeros हैं and you will be not able to count that. So in those cases what we do, we use scientific notation where we can represent the numbers with the help of 10 to the power of any values. Like let's say we are representing 40 lakhs, so what happens, we can just represent the first number as 4, and then since we are having 6 zeros, we can say e plus 6. Now what is e? E is just representing that 10. So whatever the exponential that we are going to give here, the base is 10, so that is represented by e. And why plus 6? Because it might be minus or plus. So since it is having 6 zeros after 4, we are having plus 6. So 4 e plus 6, that means 4 into 10 to the power 6, and that is actually 40 lakhs. So you can see how easily using that scientific notation we can represent a very large number in a short format. Simply आप देख सकते हो, these are two numbers that are very large, like 3 into 10 to the power 20, and this one is very low number like 4 into 10 to the power minus 18. So with the help of scientific notation we are able to easily multiply that and get the result. Now imagine a scenario where you are not using those scientific notation और आप simply 3 into 10 to the power 20 की जगह पे आप 20 zeros डाल रहे हो, and then यहाँ पे 0.00004 कर रहे हो. So that will be a very time consuming method and that will be not accurate also. So that is why we use scientific notations. Now अभी तक हमने जो भी operations किया है, that was a single line operation. We are simply doing a single operations in each of these steps. Now what if instead of having a single operation we are having a combinations of operations? Let's say along with addition we are having subtraction, then again it is having multiplication and division along with that. So you must have learned one concept that is called BODMAS. So what happens if you are having many numbers of operations together, so you need to follow a rule that is called BODMAS rule. What is the full form of BODMAS? That is bracket, order, division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. So what is that actually? This is an order in which those operations will be carried out. So let's say for example आपका एक operation है where we are having addition, then we are also having division, and then we are having also multiplication. So if you are having 3 operations together, you will be looking at BODMAS rule and you can easily see that division is coming first, then there is a multiplication, and at last we are having addition. So first of all we will be doing that division thing, 5 divided by 3. Whatever the result coming, we need to multiply that with 4, and whatever the result that is coming we need to add with 2, and that will be the result we are getting here. Like you don't need to remember all those rules because Python handles those things easily. So आप कोई भी operations यहाँ पे डालो, Python will automatically apply this BODMAS rule और उसके according ही आपको result देगा. But this is just the basic thing that you need to know कि Python में जो भी आप operations दे रहे हो वो कैसे carry out हो रहा है. So these are some of the examples like 3 plus 5 star star 4 divided by 4 minus 6. So you can see first of all there is a bracket coming, so you can see that bracket is at the top. So यहाँ पे instead we are having addition of 3 plus 5. Since it is in bracket, it will be the first preference. So first of all you need to add them. 5 plus 3, that is 8. Then exponential will be coming. So the second one, that is order, is actually the exponential that is representing. So you need to apply the exponential operation after that. That means 8 to the power 4, and whatever the result you are getting you need to divide by 4 and then subtract 6, and that will be the result you are getting here. Next we are going to look at Boolean operations. So Boolean operations is what? As I had mentioned that it is only having two values, zeros or 1, or either you can say true or false. So we'll be starting with comparison operator. The first one is equals to. So here what we are doing, that we are comparing 7 with 8. That means we are comparing that is 7 equals to 8. So since it is not equal, the result will be false. That means 0. So ये जो वैल्यू रिटर्न हो रहा है फॉल्स, दैट इज़ व्हाट, दैट इज़ बूलियन डेटा टाइप. अगर आपको चेक करना है दैट हाउ इट इज़ अ बूलियन डेटा टाइप, यू कैन सी दैट आई एम जस्ट यूजिंग दैट 7 इक्वल्स 8 इनसाइड द ब्रैकेट एंड आई एम यूजिंग अ फंक्शन कॉल्ड टाइप, जो कि आपको रिटर्न करेगा इसका क्या टाइप है. सो यू कैन सी द टाइप इज़ रिटर्निंग बूल. So this is a short form of that boolean. So it is a boolean value that it is returning. So even आप just इसके एक्सप्रेशन के जगह पे आप सिंपली कोई false या true value आप रखते हो, that will be also returning the data type as bool. So आप true भी रख के चेक कर सकते हो. Like let's say I am using, instead of false I am using true. So you can see this will be a error because I am using a small t, it should be capital T. So you can see it is bool. Then the second operator is not equals to. So it is just an opposite of equals to. So let's say you are comparing 7 with 8 again, and instead of equals to you are saying not equals to. Since 7 is not equals to 8, it is a true statement, so that is why it will return true. Similarly, there are other comparative operators like greater than, less than. So all these things, the concept you already know that what it represents. So greater than means you are just comparing that is 8 is greater than 7. Since it is greater than 7, it will return true. Again you can see I am comparing 9 with 3 and I am saying that 3 is greater than 9. Since it is false, it will return false. Now this was just a single operator. You can use a multiple operator along with that, like greater than and equals to. So it will compare either it is greater than or equals to. Since 0 is equals to 0, so that is also satisfied, so it will give true. Now you can use multiple comparative operators and you can use or and in between. So let's say I am doing 7 greater than 8 and 6 greater than 5. Now you can see one thing, that this one is false and this one is true, since 6 is greater than 5 but 7 is not greater than 8. Now you are using an or statement in between. So or क्या करता है आपको, कोई भी अगर statement true है, so it will return true. So that is why you can see that even if that is false, but since the second statement is true, it is returning true. But what does and does? And needs to have both of these conditions to be true to return it true, otherwise it will return false. So you can see कि 7 is not greater than 8, so since it is false, it will return false even if that one is true. Like this one, you can see 7 is greater than 8, no, it is false. 5 is greater than 6, no, it is again false. So एक भी false होगा, so it will return false. Since there are two false here, it will eventually return false only. Now this one is the example where it is getting returned true. So you can see that अगर and में true return हो रहा है, then both the statement must be true. So you can see that 8 is greater than 7, it is also true. 6 is greater than 5, it is also true. That is why it is returning true. So these are the some of the Boolean operators that we have seen and we have also practiced.